I just hit gold in a shoe bin. It weighed 51 pounds. He told me it was gonna cost $103 to ship.
$61 we found in a purse.
I'm gonna start this at $250 and see what happens. My mom and I are on another thrifting trip. We have flown down to Houston, Texas, and we're gonna go to the Goodwill outlets here. There are 5 different Goodwill outlets, so I'll let you guys know which ones we go to. Haven't decided yet. Right now we are going out for dinner with McThriftsy. If you haven't seen her channel, check it out. She's a great reselling YouTuber. You wanna say hello?
Hello.
Dinner last night with Mackenzie was awesome. She was just as sweet and kind as I expected she would be. Now we are up. It is 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m. We're about to go grab breakfast and then head to our first Goodwill outlet. And I will let you guys know which one we go to and update you either when we get there or maybe like an hour in and let you know how it's going. Okay, we've been at the outlet for a little over an hour. I came out here because I need to get some water. And I just hit gold in a shoe bin. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I found 3 of my favorite shoe brands all in the same bin. And for proof, I sorted my closet by highest to lowest and looked for shoes. I took a screenshot. 3 of the 4 I've sold for over $100 before. Lucchese cowboy boots. The ones I got I think are easily $100 to $200 sale. Doc Martens, Tory Burch, and what's the other one I found I was really excited about? Oh, Allen Edmonds, one of my favorites. So yay, hour and a half here and I've already got a couple $100 profit in those shoes. And nothing else exciting for clothes yet. But the other thing that's amazing is they're rotating so much. They've already rotated 3 times since we've gotten here. They're rotating right now. So I'm gonna drink some water and head back in. It is hot. I'm sweating sitting out here. So water time and then back and hopefully find some more good stuff. Okay, first stop done. We went to the Gessner location. We were there, what time? 8:45, something like that?
I don't remember. Yeah.
Until like 11:20-ish. So about 2.5 hours. What did you think of it, Mom?
I was kind of disappointed because I didn't really find much, but you had.
Yeah, now that this stops, but I'm sure we have lots more hours of Goodwill outlets. But yeah, this stop was definitely a win for me. Mainly, I told you guys about the shoes already. So, Allen Edmonds, Doc Martens, Tory Burch, I'm not sure if they're real, I'll figure that out, and Lucchese boots. In total, we got 28 pounds. So, one negative of the Houston outlets compared to Des Moines and Denver is the price. So, Denver was $1.29 per pound. Des Moines, Iowa, where we live, it's $1.59. Here it's $2.19, so it's almost double Denver. If you get over 50 pounds, then it's $1.79. So yeah, we got 28 pounds. We were just over halfway there. And so we spent $66.38. Got 5 or 6 pairs of shoes and 5 or 6 clothing items. So probably paid like $5 an item on average, but there were some heavier shoes in there. We are now at Long Point. It's 11:45 a.m. We're not that hungry yet. So we're gonna go grab some water at Mom's favorite store.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. Yeah, so there's Dollar Tree. We're gonna go grab something to drink and head in and see what we can find at the Long Point Goodwill outlet. Okay, it is 3 hours later. We were there longer than I thought. You want to tell them about your big find?
I'm trying to get it out of my pocket.
20?
$61 we found in a purse.
Yeah, in a purse. Mom grabbed a purse right before, like, what, 15 minutes before we left? 10 minutes before we left?
Yeah.
Full of stuff, including $61 cash. There were no credit cards in it, no licenses.
No ID whatsoever.
Yeah, no ID. So that makes me feel better about it.
Yeah.
It's like, it was full of makeup and cash, but no credit cards or IDs or anything. So someone just donated their whole purse, took their ID out, and didn't take their cash. Mom found also a cool KUHL sweatshirt.
We had another cool, but it wasn't in very good shape.
Yeah, right. I guess we found 2 cool. I found one and Mom did, but the one I found was stained. Mom's is much better. What else did we find? I don't know, I'm really hot right now.
Margarita time.
Yeah, it's very warm
hot
in there. It's 3 o'clock and we haven't eaten lunch, so we're gonna go eat some lunch. And yeah, we'll check in later and you'll get to see the whole haul at the end. And we got, how much? We got 15 pounds here, so $33 total and $60 cash. So that paid for more than yeah, we paid $36 and mom found $60 cash. So we're in the positive here already. That last clip was from Saturday at 3 p.m. and my mom and I stayed there until our flight back Monday at 6 p.m. So I didn't do a very good job of recording for the rest of the trip, but we are back now. It is 6 days later. I have all of the items cleaned, hung up. You can see the floor. I've got shoes cleaned sitting down there. And I'm gonna tell you guys about the trip. First, I'm gonna give you a trip breakdown, so tell you what we did the rest of the trip. Then I'm going to answer the 2 most common questions people wanna know, which are which outlets did we like best, what do we think of each of them, and then just a breakdown of the cost of the trip and any tips about keeping costs down. Then I will go through every single item that we got and tell you how much I think that they can sell for. So I've looked up comparable sold listings for every item so that I have a, you know, an exact number for each item behind me. So the first day we went to 3 Goodwill outlets and 1 regular Goodwill for a total amount thrifting of 8.25 hours. And that was definitely a really fun day. We found a bunch of great stuff. And the next 2 days felt disappointing in comparison, but as you'll hear the numbers, that may be because we just weren't thrifting as much. So day 2, we decided to start off at the Sabo location again, which is where we had ended the prior day. And we stayed there from 8 to 10 a.m. Then we decided to go to the Gessner location again. So we were there from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then after we went to Gessner, we went to a regular Goodwill. The main reason we went to a regular Goodwill is we needed a suitcase to bring back with us. Again, I'll talk about that more in a minute. But we were there for a half an hour and got 2 items to resell and a suitcase. And then it was 6:30 p.m. The closest outlet was 30 minutes away and everything closed by 7 or earlier. So there was literally no Goodwill outlet open after 7 p.m. on Sunday. And we wanted to go to one. We wanted to go thrift for a little longer, but there was nothing open. So on Sunday, we thrifted for 5 hours. Then the last day, which was Monday, our flight left at 6 p.m. and we got up and we knew we had to go to UPS to ship back some of the stuff. Again, I'll talk about that in more detail in a minute. We ended up getting to the Goodwill outlet at 9:30 a.m. and we went to Long Point on Monday, so back to Long Point. And we were there from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. In total, over the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we spent 17.25 hours at thrift stores, either Goodwill outlets or regular Goodwills. Next, I will go over my overall thoughts about the 3 locations we went to. So again, Houston has 5, but 3 were relatively close to where we were staying. So we only went to Sabo, Gessner, and Long Point. So let's talk about Sabo first. Sabo has its pros and cons. So pros are, it is quieter, so it's much less chaotic than the other 2 in our experience. It is cooler, so temperature-wise, it was cooler. And they allowed you to sit along the edge. So a lot of times, if you're there, you know, for 2, 3, 4 hours, you want to take a break and sit. You don't want to be digging the whole time. Maybe you dig when a new bin comes out, and then you go and take a break, sit for 10 minutes, go through your stuff, and then you go and you dig through more bins, and then you sit for a little bit, go through your stuff that you have to like look up comparable sold listings, things like that. At Sabo, they let you sit. Whereas at Gessner and at Long Point, they wouldn't let you sit. Like they would come over and tell you, you can't sit. So that was difficult, especially if it was hot. So the locations, sometimes they were hot and you couldn't sit. And so it just really drained your energy really quickly. So again, Sabo, liked it because it was cold, liked it because you could sit, liked it because it was calmer. The downside was that they did not rotate very often, and the bins, like what was in them, felt similar to what we can find in Iowa. So the Sabo location for me felt similar to Iowa. And so that also answers the question of how do they compare to Iowa? I felt like Gessner and Long Point were better than Iowa's. That one wasn't my favorite, except for when I was really tired and hot, then I liked it. Then let's talk about Long Point. So that would be my number 2 of the 3. And Long Point was the most chaotic for us when we were there. It was also the hottest, which it was like over 100 in Texas when we were there. And in the Long Point location, it felt like, it wasn't over 100 in the location obviously, but it felt very hot. Like I was sweating both times we were there. And again, when you're digging through bins and they don't really let you sit and you're sweating and hot, it just makes the experience not as enjoyable. But obviously I still liked it and I really enjoyed it, but it doesn't make it as enjoyable. And then the Gessner location, that was my personal favorite. It was slightly less chaotic, slightly less hot than Long Point, and we still found really good stuff there. Also, Long Point and Gessner both rotated super often compared to what I'm used to in Iowa. They would basically get one rotation done and start working on the next one, like not much break in between. So those are my thoughts on the 3 Goodwill outlets. Personally, I liked Gessner best, then Long Point, then Sabo, but I only have 3 days of experience, so I'm sure that would become much more refined if I lived there. Another question I got related to locations is why we didn't go to the Family Thrift Center outlets. So I actually did have a couple people give me the tip beforehand that I should go to the Family Thrift Center outlets. And what people told me was that on Thursday mornings, they bring out all new stuff and everything starts at $2 an item. So you can find amazing stuff in the stores for $2 an item. But I told people we weren't gonna get there until Friday at 6 p.m. and asked if it would still be worth going since the sale started Thursday morning and we weren't getting there till Friday night. And everybody said, no, if you can't go on Thursday when they open, it's not really worth it because it's already been picked through. So that's why we didn't go to the Family Thrift Center outlets, because we arrived Friday night. The sale starts every week Thursday morning. But if you're going to Houston, maybe it's worth planning your trip to get there for Thursday morning to go to the Family Thrift Center outlets for that $2 sale every week. If you haven't been watching my channel for at least a year, you might not know that I have done this before, flown out to another city to go thrifting. And so that city is Denver. I've gone to Denver 3 times now to go thrifting at their Goodwill outlets. And last year, at this almost exact same time, my mom and I flew out to Denver. We were there for almost the exact same amount of time. So it's the same time of year. We were there for about the same amount of time, but in Denver instead of Houston. And at that time, I did a breakdown video of all the costs. So I went back today, pulled out all the numbers from what I had estimated when we got back from Denver. Then I pulled out the actual numbers and have those in here. And then I have my estimates for the Houston trip. So get ready. We've got a lot of numbers coming at you. If you don't want to hear all the numbers, you can skip ahead to the haul. I will make sure there are timestamps down below. But the numbers to me are very interesting. At a high level, in Denver, we got 72 items. In Houston, we got 71 items. I couldn't believe that it came out that close. Like, I didn't know what the numbers were until the last day when I've been putting this together, but only 1 item different in terms of the numbers of items purchased. In Denver, we spent 13 hours thrifting. In Houston, we spent just over 17 hours thrifting. I think that was because we had a really late flight Monday, not until 6 p.m. So we actually had time Monday to go thrifting for about 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours. So I think that late flight Monday was what made us have more time to thrift. Let's talk about the estimate for Denver. So my estimate was that my gross sales from what we picked up in Denver was going to be $2,304, which was a $32 per item estimate on average. I estimated fees would be 20%. Cost of goods would be $111, which we already knew. And that my profit before any cost of traveling would be $1,732. The actual travel costs for Denver were $876. This included flight, hotel, rental car, and so on. Then the extra costs, just because we were thrifting and having to, basically these extra costs are having to ship back items either through a check bag or like an actual shipment. In Denver, those costs were $100. And that means that my estimated profit was $756. Now, the actual numbers, so this is about 1 year later, every single item of the 72 has sold. Actual sales price was $2,044. Actual fees were $293. So you can see that I was actually off quite a bit in my fee estimate. So I had estimated 20% fees. Actual fees were 13%. And this is because last year about this time is when I started cross-listing to eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Facebook only has a 5% fee. eBay is somewhere in between 5 and 20%. But it came out to a 13% average fee on what I sold. Cost of goods, obviously that didn't change, $111. So my actual profit before travel cost was $1,640. So if I lived in Denver and had sourced there, this would be my profit. Then we subtract the $976 in cost, and my actual profit was $664. I estimated that that trip I had 37 hours of work into it, including 13 hours of sourcing and then 24 hours between listing everything, and that I break down to three items per hour, and that 3 items per hour that covers cleaning, photographing, listing, and shipping. And that means my actual hourly wage was $18 an hour for the amount of work put in. And it's important to note that for me, it's mostly about taking a trip with my mom, and then it's just a perk that we both love thrifting and that we can do that together for a trip. So it's nice because we get a trip together and then I actually make money on top of that. And then let's go into the Houston estimate. So I am estimating that my gross sales from this trip will be $2,490, so higher than Denver. I actually thought the trip, like when we left Houston, I actually thought we did worse in Houston than we had in Denver until I put the numbers together. And then I realized we actually maybe did slightly better. So that's why numbers are great, because you can look back on them and, you know, see what they say and not just, you know, trust your feelings. So yeah, estimate of Houston, the gross sales is $2,490. For the fees, I changed the estimate to be 15% this time, so $374. Cost of goods in Houston was $194, so almost double Denver. And that makes sense because Denver was $1.39 per pound and Houston was $2.19 per pound at the Goodwill outlets. So almost double the cost. So my estimated profit before the travel cost for our Houston trip was $1,923. The travel cost broke down to, my flight was $176. My mom paid for her flight and I paid for the rest of the expenses. So my flight was $176. Our 3 nights of Airbnb were $362. The rental car was $311. Gas was $43. And then a checked bag there and back was $52. And that would be just normal travel costs that aren't added on because we're thrifting. So that's $944. It's about $100 more than Denver. And when I compared the cost to Denver, flight was about the same, lodging was about the same. The rental car for Houston was about $100 more. And so the travel cost difference is basically just the rental car. Then we have the extra cost due to thrifting. So this is a question a lot of people ask me. How do you get your stuff back? What's the most cost-effective way? So what I did was I only checked 1 bag on the way out, and then I checked 3 bags on the way back. And then I looked for suitcases at the Goodwill outlet and didn't find any. When we went to Denver, I did the same thing and we actually found some at the Goodwill outlet. But in Houston, I didn't find any good ones at the Goodwill outlet. So we ended up going to a regular Goodwill, bought a suitcase there for $8. Then I got on Facebook Marketplace and I found someone locally who was selling a suitcase for $10. I met up with him, bought a suitcase from him. So I spent $18 buying suitcases, and then I spent $52 on getting those 2 back to Iowa. And then I also sent back 49 pounds with UPS. So I knew that UPS was pretty inexpensive if you have a large box. What I did was I went on Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship has discounted shipping. They have worked with USPS, UPS Ground, FedEx to get discounted shipping. So I went on their website, I typed in different costs to figure out what the optimal size of box was to ship back in terms of the weight that I could fit and the dimensions of the box. And I decided that 49 pound box that was 20 by 20 by 20 was what I was gonna aim for. Because if you do 50 pounds, the price like doubled, I think it was. Went to Office Depot. I got their heavy duty 20 by 20 box. I think it was called heavy duty. And that cost $7. So I paid $7 for a box. And then I went to the UPS location to ship out the box. And I didn't have a printer, so I couldn't print off a shipping label. But went to the location, brought the box up, had him weigh it. I also didn't have a scale, so I didn't know actually how much it weighed. He weighed it. It weighed 51 pounds, so I was pretty close to getting the 49 I wanted. It weighed 51 pounds. He told me it was gonna cost $103 to ship. And based on Pirate Ship, it should cost me $36. So $36 from Pirate Ship, $103 is what they quoted me at the counter at UPS. So I asked him, is there any way I can get a label and you can print it for me? Like if I can buy one online and send it to you, you can print it for me. And he was like, yeah, here's our email. Go buy the label, email it to us, and I'll print it out for you. So I took the box off. I took out 2 pounds worth of stuff, went to Pirate Ship, put in my 49 pounds, 20 by 20 by 20 box, and put in the UPS as the sender location and my address as the receiver. And then I bought a label and I emailed the label to the UPS, and they charged me $3 to print the label for me. Printed off the label, put it on the box, and it got back to Iowa 2 days later. So in total, I paid $36 for the shipping, $7 for the box, and $3 for the label. So I paid $46. And the nice thing about that is we didn't have to lug the bags through the airport with us for those 49 pounds because they were already on their way back home. The 2 suitcases were $36 for 40 pounds. The UPS shipment was $46 for 49 pounds. So pretty close to the same cost. And with the UPS option, we didn't have to deal with it anymore. So I'm definitely going to be looking into using UPS in our future trips. All right, then we have hourly wage estimate. So we have the 17-hour sourcing, the 3 items per hour for all the other things that need to be done, which comes out to 41 hours of work, which would be an hourly wage of $21 per hour. And again, that also includes covering the whole cost of our trip as well. Those are all the numbers. Hopefully you guys aren't too overwhelmed. My tips for keeping the cost down are to look into using UPS Ground. Don't check extra bags out that are just empty. You can buy them there and it'll be cheaper than checking an extra bag. And then you could also like try to find somebody to stay with instead of paying for an Airbnb. And you could probably use like Uber or Lyft instead of renting a car. We just do the car rental because it's just way more convenient. For every item in the haul, I've used Poshmark's price estimator to come up with the expected sale price. And I'm going to start with the lowest and end with the highest. I did pull 15 items out of the haul for another 20 items at $20 video. So if you guys missed it, in my last video, I listed 20 items at $20 each to see which would sell within a week for only $20. I'm doing that video again, and I took 15 items out of here for that next video. For those 15 items that I pulled out, Poshmark's tool, their mid-range of their estimate was from $16 to $33. So the worst item, Poshmark had estimated at $16. The best item, Poshmark had estimated as a $33 sale price. So anyways, all that to say, there are 15 items I'm not going to show you here because you'll see that in the other video, and I don't want it to be redundant. But that leaves 56 items that I am going to show you now. We're first going to start with the worst item, quote unquote, the lowest expected sale price. That brand is Smartwool. So I've always wanted to find the brand Smartwool, and I couldn't resist picking it up even though the socks aren't going to sell for much. I hear really good things about Smartwool, that their items sell really well and that there's a large amount of people looking for that brand. But I personally never found it until these socks, and unfortunately they're only worth about $5. The next 6 items are all items that Poshmark's estimate is between $19 and $22, but I think that they'll actually sell for more. So I think Poshmark's estimate is off, and that's why I didn't pull them for the $20 video, because I do think that they should sell for more than $20. And all of these are items that I think Poshmark's tool isn't working because they don't have enough data in their solds to get an actual good estimate for it. This first item is a perfect example of that. It is this Nike sweatshirt, and it is, I guess I can just check here. It is a size small, and it is the the all over print Fortura club pullover. So it's a very specific, has a very specific name of this print and style. And I found multiple solds for this exact sweatshirt, all of them between $45 and $55. So Poshmark's estimator is just, even though I typed in that very specific description, it's only pulling up solds that are just plain Nike sweatshirts and not this specific style. And so that's why I think their tool is off. But yeah, I'm hoping to sell this for between $45 and $55. Next up is a leather backpack. Here it is. This is a vintage Guess leather backpack. That is what the inside looks like, and the back. Poshmark's estimator said $21, and I did find some solds in the 20s, but I also found some in the 40s and 50s, and I think this is a really cute bag. So I'm definitely gonna start it higher, probably start it around $45, $50 and see what I can get for it. Next is this long sleeve shirt. It is from Rattler's brand, which didn't have anything on Poshmark, but it also says Realtree, like you can see in the words here. And Realtree's estimates for camel long sleeves were $16, but sold for this exact shirt on eBay are between $20 and $40. So I do think I'll be able to get around $30 for this camo shirt, and it is a size large. Next item, Poshmark's tool estimated $17, and I think it should sell for more like $35 because I found the same shirt sold comps on both Poshmark and eBay for $32 to $35. And that is this long sleeve men's Levi's jacket, and this is a size extra large. So yeah, hoping to get around $30 for it. I'm not surprised that Poshmark's comp tool says lower because I'm just typing in, you know, green long sleeve men's shirt, and the comps it's pulling aren't the exact one. But again, when I found the exact one, the solds were between $30 and $35. Then we have this Peter Millar shirt. So it is a white long sleeve shirt from the brand Peter Millar. If you find this brand, I would look up the item, probably buy it if it's cheap enough. This is a size large. I've sold this brand once before and it sold really well for me. I can't find any flaws or any stains on this shirt. And for this one, Poshmark's tool seems to be wrong because it's not pulling up linen comps, it's just pulling up like short sleeve shirts. And even though I have linen in my title, it doesn't seem to be pulling up the linen items for the tool. And then the final item that Poshmark's tool estimated would sell for less than $22, but I didn't pull it out for my $20 video because I think that the tool is off, is this fleece. So it is this geometric vintage fleece from LL Bean. And oh yeah, there's no, like here's the tag, but the size, everything that's all worn off, you can't read any of it. But my guess is like women's medium. Yeah, I think that would fit women's medium well with like a little bit oversized. So maybe it's a women's large. And I'm not really sure exactly what to list this for. I found the exact same one listed on either Depop or Etsy for $120. And I couldn't find any exact solds, but some similar, like a fun print vintage one, were around $40. So I think I'm gonna start it around $40 and see what happens. Okay, now we have gotten back to the items that I think Poshmark's tool does a pretty good job of estimating. So next is the purse that my mom found those $60 cash in. If only we could find cash every time we are at the Goodwill outlet. So it is this Vera Bradley crossbody bag, and it comes with a matching makeup bag and a matching wallet. And this is the wallet where she found, I think there was either 20 or 40 in the wallet, and then there was 20 or 40 in one of the pockets of one of these other items. So yeah, $60 cash that she found, plus this purse, and I am planning to sell it for $25, and Poshmark's tool said $22. Next is a pair of suede Lucky brand booties. I think they're size 8.5, yep. Size 8.5. They have this zip around detail on the top. And Poshmark's tool estimates that these will sell for $23. Next item is this Madewell sweater. There's the tag. It is a size large. And this sweater is called the Belmont sweater in a mock neck style. And again, this is one that I think Poshmark's tool is a little low on. So they estimated $24. And I found some for this exact same sweatshirt selling between $30 and $45. So one of the downsides is sometimes Poshmark's tool can give you estimates for any Madewell sweater instead of being specific to the style that you have. And I think for any Madewell sweater, $24 is probably a good expected sales price. But this specific one, again, all the solds I found were between $30 and $45 for this exact same sweater. So that is definitely more of the range I'm expecting for this sweater. This is one of the few items I picked up at a regular Goodwill. So it is this pink off the shoulder dress, and it is from the brand K-Unger in a size 8. Poshmark's tool estimated this would sell for $24. Now this is an interesting one because when I looked up sold comps, there's a wide range. There's a bunch that sold around 20, but then there's also a bunch that sold around like 80 to 100. And so again, I'm not surprised that the estimator is not working that well. I've personally sold this brand, K-Unger, twice in the past. I think between 40 and 50 for both of those items. And the one I think I underpriced, it sold basically immediately after I listed it. And the other one was not in very good condition. It still sold for like $40 to $50. So I am definitely gonna start this higher. I think I'm gonna start it around 80. It's in super nice condition. It's a very expensive brand. We'll start it at 80 and see what happens. The next item is one that my mom picked up. It is new with tags. So she generally picks up most things she finds that are new with tags just in case they're worth good money. So this is from the brand Rock, Roll, and Soul, which I've never picked up before, but it is this stars, I wouldn't say in stripes, but there's no stripes. This star print long sleeve shirt in a size large. Poshmark's tool estimated $25. When I looked up sold comps, the sold comps were 20 to 30 for pre-owned, but new with tags ones were selling for 40 to 50. So I think I should be able to get somewhere around 40 to 50 for this shirt. Next item is another Madewell item. It is a size small, and it is called the Better Terry Henley. Poshmark's estimator says $25, and I think that is about right. The next item is this blue fleece North Face vest. North Face vest, yeah. Seems like a tongue twister. It is, what size? It's a size small. So here we go. North Face vest, size small. This is another one where I feel like Poshmark's tool is off because most of the comps that it was using were for not this type of fleece. Like I feel like this is a more desirable fleece texture and color and style. So their tool said $26, but based on similar that are actually the same style and texture, I think it'll sell for 30 to 40. So not that far off. They said 26 and I think maybe 30 to 40 for these. Next are these Lucky Brand booties. They are leather, and I believe they're also a size 8.5. Yep, they are also a size 8.5. Poshmark's tool said $26, and comps were anywhere between 20 and 40 for similar booties. I said it before, I'll say it again. You guys know I like selling Lucky Brand booties. Here's some of my solds for you to see. This next item, Mackenzie McThrifty, she actually gave this to me. So she went thrifting with us for a little bit, and she picked these up and asked if I wanted them. So I took them, but then later realized that they were too small for me. So they are a pair of black leggings, and they are actually maternity leggings. So you can see this little pouch thing here. And these are a size small, so they're too small for me, from the brand, I don't know how to pronounce it, but there you can see it. Poshmark's estimator says they should sell for about $27, and that lined up with the comparable sold listings I found as well. Next item is a brand I've always wanted to find, and that brand is Gymshark. I was shocked though when I looked up comparable sold listings because I feel like people speak very, very highly of Gymshark. That is like an amazing brand to find and so exciting to find it. And I looked up comparable sold listings and they were like $25 to $30. So it surprised me because of the hype I hear about the brand that the comparable sold listings weren't higher than that. And Poshmark's estimator estimated $27 expected sale price. So they are a pair of full length black leggings. This does seem to be a more desirable style. So the style name for these is the Energy Seamless Leggings. So again, Poshmark estimated $27, and because it is a more desirable style, I think that is realistic, although it does have more wear and the logos than some of the other sold listings. But yeah, found my first Gymshark item, and I learned that they don't sell for as much as I thought they did. Moving up the list, next we have another new with tags item, and it is this dress. This dress is called the Tied to Your Love dress, and it is from the brand Lulu's. So I don't actually pick up Lulu's that often, but at the Goodwill outlet, new with tags, I had to pick it up. And this style sells for $25 to $35. And so Poshmark estimated 28. The comps that I found for the exact same dress were 25 to 35, and some of those were new with tags. So I think that 28 is really reasonable, that Poshmark estimated. But it is a midi dress with a ruffle on the sleeves and on the front, and then it ties in the back. Next up, we have one of my favorite items to list, and that is a bra. So I thought this was really pretty. Lace detail. I had never heard of the brand, but I looked it up because it was, you know, like I said, really pretty. It's from the brand Wacoal, W-A-C-O-A-L, and it is a size 38D. It's like this thin see-through mesh with an underwire. And Poshmark's tool estimated $28, which is actually a little more than I thought. So I was thinking, based on the solds I saw, it should sell for $20 to $25. Yes. You want to be in the video? Say hello, Jacob. You come and crash my course. Crash my video. You're gonna be in the video. You want to show the next item?
No, I was supposed to.
Birkenstocks sandals.
Oh, the black ones.
Yeah, the black ones.
Everything $5. Get it as fast as you can. Get it out of here.
Next item are a pair of Birkenstock sandals in the style the Arizona EVA. And I actually have these exact same sandals that I bought for myself. Poshmark's estimator estimated $28 and I estimated $30, so those are right in line with each other. And it is these pair of black, they're really lightweight plastic. I like to wear them outside because I know they can really be super easily cleaned. And these are size 40. Next up, oh, this is another one of my mom's finds. So, and another brand I've never picked up before. Look at how pretty this is. It is a mini dress. And I never heard of this brand. The brand is Ivy Jane in a size medium. I guess this is a good time to shout out the two people who came up and introduced themselves, who watch my channel. So Spencer and Chrissy, thank you guys for coming up and saying hello and chatting for a little bit. So when my mom gave this to me and I looked up comps, I was kind of seeing mixed comps, but this dress I thought was really cute. So I asked Mackenzie and Spencer if they would buy it, and they both said that they do pick up this brand. So thank you guys for your input. I picked up this brand. Poshmark's tool estimated $29, and I'm going to list it at $35. Next is another item that my mom picked up. It is this jacket. So it is a jean jacket from Lucky Brand. So I've mentioned before, I'm really picky with Lucky Brand women's clothes, particularly their jeans. But this one, it's a size small, and it is called the Tomboy Trucker Jacket, and comps looked good. Poshmark's estimator is that this can sell for about $29. Next up, we have one of the two this is the third time I've said this, and the third time I've said Lululemon wrong. One of the two Lululemon items that I found. It is these sweatpants. So they have this braided detail right here. Come up close so you can see it. So braided detail along the edge. They are a jogger style pant. They have pockets just in the front, 2 pockets in the front, and they are a size 6. Poshmark's estimator said $29, but again, the comps they were pulling up weren't for this exact same style. So I did find some comparable sold listings for this exact same style, but they were all brand new. For some reason, all of the ones I could pull up for this, you know, the exact same, the braided detail joggers, what they're called, they were all new. So they had sold for between 55 and 80. So if the comps are selling for 55 to 80 new, I would think I could still get more than 29 for them. Although obviously I won't be able to get as much as I could if they were brand new. If you want to know how much I end up listing anything for, my Poshmark and eBay are linked below, so you can go click on them and check how much they're listed for. When this video goes up, stuff won't be listed yet, but I'll be working on listing it over the next couple weeks. This is another one I wouldn't have picked up if my mom wasn't with me. So she picked these up. It's from the brand Propet, P-R-O-P-E-T. They are a pair of men's shoes slash sandals, and they are size 10.5. Poshmark's estimator is $30, and based on the comparable sold listings that I pulled up for this exact style, new ones in this exact style are selling on eBay for like $70, but used we're selling for more like 15 to 20. So I'll probably start it, you know, around that $30 and see what happens. Next item are another pair of shoes. So it is these Allen Edmonds shoes. I love finding the brand Allen Edmonds. It has sold really well for me in the past. In Denver, one of our best items was a pair of Allen Edmonds shoes my mom found. Still have the dust bags on them. They sold for over $100. These aren't quite as desirable of a style as the ones we found in Denver. Poshmark's tool estimated $30. My comp research also estimated $30. So right in line with each other. And again, there's the style, the Chester Oxford from Allen Edmonds in a size 9D. Next item are these cinch black jeans. There they are, full length. They are a size 35 by 32. Poshmark's tool estimated $31. Did I show you guys the brand? I don't think I showed you the brand. So again, here is the brand Cinch, and here's the back pocket. So we have 30 items left to go through, and all of these 30 items have an estimated sales price from Poshmark's tool of over $32. So if you want to find items that should sell for more than 30, here are 30 examples. Next is this pair of black dress pants. They are a long size. What size are they? Large, long. And they are from the brand Beta brand. So there is the tag. And here's what the back looks like. Poshmark's tool estimated $32 for those. And I was seeing sold listings between 30 and 40. Next item is one of my mom's finds. So I tried to teach her new brands, and this is one I've taught her before that she found and we were both very excited about. It is from the brand Cool, K-U-H-L, in a size extra large. So definitely look up cool items if you find them and see what they will sell for. Poshmark's tool estimated $33. My research, I had estimated $35. So we were very much in line. And it is a blue quarter zip fleece, again in a size extra large. No flaws, it's in really nice condition. And yeah, we were both very excited about this find. Next item is this, where is it? Here it is. Soft surroundings dress in a size medium. And it is this blue maxi embroidered dress, almost like a nightgown dress. It's very long. And Poshmark's tool estimated $33. Next item is one of my favorite brands to find, and that brand is Ariat. So I found these pair of women Ariat jeans. And of all the Ariat items I've sold, I don't know if I've sold women's jeans before. I know I've sold men's jeans. I've sold women's boots and men's boots. These are a size 25 short, and they're the style, the mid-rise stretch entwined festival bootcut jean. And Poshmark's tool estimated $33. The next item is a brand I have not picked up for a very long time. My mom picked up this item and I thought it was really cute and in really nice condition, so I decided to give it another try. Poshmark's tool estimated $34. My sold comp research, I estimate about $35. So again, pretty close on this one. It is the brand BB and it is a size extra large. It is this really pretty bodycon mermaid dress. Look at how pretty these details are. So yeah, I don't usually pick up BB, but I couldn't resist when it's in this nice of condition in such a cute style. Next is another item my mom found. Actually, the next two are both items my mom picked up. Where is it? Here we go. So like I said, she picked up a lot of stuff that's new with tags and has me look at it just to see, because she doesn't want to, you know, miss something that's brand new and is worth picking up. So this was not a brand I'd heard of. It is the brand Risen Jeans. These are a size extra large and they're a pair of short overalls. Here is the back side. And Poshmark's tool estimated $34. For my research, I had estimated $30. So $30 to $34. Again, new with tags. My mom found these. The next item my mom picked up are these cute little Ariat boots. They are, let's see, they're a size 10 and they're the style the Earth Tombstone. Poshmark's tool estimated these would sell for $36. My own research, I had estimated that they should sell for about $35. So little kids boots, but they're in really nice condition. And again, they're from the brand Ariat, which is a brand that's, their cowboy boots sell really well. So we will see how these do. The next item was the other Lululemon item that I found. And it is these green men's shorts. And they are in a size large. And again, they're green shorts. They have a zippered side pocket. They have regular pockets in the front on both sides as well. And I believe that they're the style, the THE short 9-inch linerless shorts. Poshmark estimated $38. The sold listings I was seeing were between $30 and $60. Next item is one that I found almost the exact same item when we were in Denver on our last thrifting trip. And it is this cardigan. So beige cardigan from the brand Vince in a size small. This is 100% cashmere, very thick, very nice. Vince is the brand that retails for a high amount, but the resale is mixed, so I don't pick up every Vince item I find. But if it's in nice condition, it's a nice material like cashmere, definitely worth picking up. Poshmark's tool estimated $38. The sold listings I was seeing were between $30 and $60. The next item is another Lulu's new with tag dress that I found. So here again is the tag, and it is this blue mini dress, and it is a size extra small. This is the style the Ostrina dress, and I found sold for the exact same dress used for $30, $30, $30, and $70. And again, those were used. And Poshmark's tool estimated this would sell for $39, and I'm going to start it at $45. 20 items to go. All of these Poshmark estimates will sell for $40 or more. First is a pair of shoes. They are these leather shoes. Again, these are another find from my mom. They're size 42, another brand I have never picked up before. That brand is, I don't know if it's pronounced Riker or Rieker, R-I-E-K-E-R. And again, these are a size 42. They're little leather booties. Poshmark's tool estimated $40. The sold comps I was seeing were between $35 and $45. Next up is a gray wool poncho from the brand Aaron Crafts. There is the tag. This is a size medium large. Poshmark's tool estimated $41. The three solds I found for basically the same poncho were $32, $35, $36. So this one that I actually think Poshmark's maybe a little high on, But again, 32, 35, 36 are the 3 solds I saw for this same or very similar poncho. Next is a purse, the last purse. So I picked up 3 purses. And it is from a brand I'd never heard of before. So the brand is Oraton, Australia. It is leather, pretty sure it's a vintage crossbody bag. And here is the inside of it. So 2 big pockets. Poshmark's tool estimated $41. I had estimated $40, so we were right in line on the estimated sales price for this purse. Next is another of that brand I've already mentioned a couple of times, Ariat, and it is these boots. They are the style, the terrain waterproof boot. They do have a little bit more wear than would be ideal, right around the tongue, but they still have lots of years left in them, lots of wear to be had. And these are a size 10.5. Poshmark had estimated $43. The solds I saw were about $45 to $50, but given that they're not in as good a condition, I'm expecting to get a little bit less than that. The next item is one where the sold comps really range. Like there's some in the 20s, some in the like 50s. So I'm really not sure what these are gonna sell for. Poshmark's tool estimated $43. And they are these wine-colored heels from Michael by Michael Kors. Next item is actually the other pair of heels that I picked up. So they are these heels. Got these little shaper things in them. Okay, they're these block nude heels with clear straps from the brand Schutz or Schutz. There's the brand. And Poshmark has estimated $44. And I found some solds for $40 to $50, but they didn't have any sign of toe imprints, and mine do. So I'm expecting more like $35 to $40 for these. The next item is another brand I've always wanted to find. So I picked it up even though it wasn't in the best condition. That is the brand Double RL or Double Ralph Lauren. So do not leave this tag behind. This is money. Don't leave it behind, okay? This is a size medium, and it is just a striped t-shirt. It even has some holes in it, and I still picked it up. So there's some holes in the sleeves, or in the top of the shirt. Poshmark's estimator estimated that a t-shirt from this brand would sell for $48. The sold comps I found were anywhere between $45 and $75 for a plain old t-shirt from Double RL. And given that it does have the holes, I'm expecting instead of $45 to $75, maybe I'll get more like the $40 amount for it, because it does, like I said, have some holes in it. But I was very excited to find it. I did pick this one up at a regular Goodwill. It's one of the few items I got at regular Goodwill, and I paid $6. It's supposed to be $4, and then she charged me $6. I didn't realize it till later. Anyways, doesn't matter. $6 into $40 is still great. Next are a pair of Birkenstocks. Here they are. As you can see, they have significant toe wear, and I still pick them up. They're the style, the Mariah sandal, and Poshmark estimated they would sell for $51. Poshmark's tool doesn't take into account condition, so even though Poshmark's tool estimated $51, I'm actually gonna list these at $30. I saw some solds for $25 to $30 for the same style in a very... The final, how many items do we have left? 12. The final 12 items all have an estimated sales value from Poshmark of $60 or more. First up are these black fishing pants from the brand Grundens. The ones I have are like new, no flaws on them. Here's the brand. They have this belt on them. They are a size 3XL, and the style name is the Weather Watch fishing pants. So Poshmark's tool estimated $60, but I found solds for the same pants for $20, $25, $40, and $45. So given that mine are in such nice condition, I'm gonna list them at $45. So actually less than the Poshmark's tool, but I didn't think that the comps they pulled were very good, and the ones I pulled were for the exact same pants. So again, gonna start these at $45. Next are a pair of big shoes. These are a size 14. The style is the Nike React Infinity Flyknit. Poshmark estimated $65. Given the condition of mine, I'm gonna list mine at about $55. So not in terrible condition, but they definitely have some wear to them. Here you go. This is what they look like. And yeah, I'm gonna list these at $55. The next item is the other pair of Allen Edmonds that I found. Here they are. And I think that they are the style the Sanford Oxfords, based on pictures I could find of similar shoes. Poshmark estimated $67, and I saw solds between $40 and $90. I did order shoelaces online, so those will be coming in about a week, and then I'll get the shoelaces in here and get these listed. Next is a pair of dress pants from the brand Ralph Lauren Purple Label. I am not sure if these are men's or women's, so there is the label. They're a size 10 pair of dress pants. Poshmark's tool estimated $68. Solds that I saw were between $50 and $60. Next was another brand I was very excited about finding in that very first clip. They are a pair of Doc Martens. So here they are. They're the style the 1461 Oxfords. Poshmark estimated $71. Sold listings I saw were between about $50 and $100. The only flaw with mine is there is cut in the shoe over here. I think I'm gonna start these at about $75, and they are size 9. The next item are these pair of Tony Lama cowboy boots. Poshmark's tool estimated $71. Similar items that had sold look like they had sold for about $50 to $100. This dress is one of the items that I picked up at a regular Goodwill. So I paid about $8 for this dress, and it is a brand I've always wanted to find. So that brand is Ted Baker, and as you can see, it's a size 3. And this style is called the Yamka butterfly dress. So Poshmark's tool estimated $80, but the comps that they pulled weren't the exact same dress. When I found the exact same dress, I found 4 solds for $35, $40, $46, and $50. So the solds were between $35 and $50, and Poshmark's tool estimated $80. So that one I think is inaccurate for this exact dress, but it tells you that Ted Baker dresses in general sell for more on Poshmark than this specific dress from Ted Baker. And it does have a little spot on the front, like tiny little spot right here, right here. So I'm probably gonna start mine at 40 and see what happens. The last 5 items are all items that I think have a good chance of selling for over $100. The first of them, Poshmark estimated $97 for this item. And it is one my mom found. And it might be the best item in the haul. So it is this Ferrari racing jacket, and it has sponsors Bridgestone, Vodafone, and FedEx. And I cannot find any of the exact same coat listed or sold. I found similar ones that have sold for between $100 and $200. From my research, it looks like FedEx only sponsored Ferrari for 3 years between 1999 and 2002, which could explain why it's so rare and I can't find any others. So I'm gonna start this at $250 and see what happens, and we'll go from there. But like I said, similar sold for $100 to $200, but I can't find this exact same one. Next is another coat. It is this coat from North Face, and it is a women's size medium. Based on the style number, I think this is the Arrowwood Tri-Climate jacket, which has some really good comps. I found 3 of the exact same jacket that had sold used for $80, $134, and $180. Poshmark's tool estimated $107, and I'm going to start it at $130. So it is an outer layer and also has an inner layer that can be unzipped from it. North Face isn't always good to pick up, so check comps on it, but some of the items are great, like that coat. In Denver, we also found a North Face coat that sold for over $100. So don't pass it by, but don't always pick up everything. Check comps for any North Face that you find. Next up, it's like I cannot go thrifting and not buy a bridesmaid's dress at some point. I got one bridesmaid's dress. Woo! It is this velvety dress from the brand Revelry in this pretty pink color. It's a long maxi length dress. And it is a size 8. There is the brand. Poshmark's estimator said $134. The solds that I found for this exact same dress, same style, same brand, were between $70 and $120. The next item is right next to the other dress, and it is another long dress. It's from a brand that I saw the tag and my brain registered that I'd heard it before, but I have no idea where I've heard it. I mean, I'm sure it's from some of the YouTube videos I watched, but I don't know who I heard this brand from. But that is brand Amanda, I don't know if it's Up Richard, and a size small. Poshmark's tool estimated $134. I saw similar solds for this same exact dress selling for $60 to $80. And then the final item is the item I found in the first hour I was at the Goodwill outlet. And that is these beautiful Lucchese cowboy boots. This was a brand in my top 10 cowboy boot video. I found it once since I made that video, and now I found it twice. These are lizard cowboy boots, again from the brand Lucchese. I'll put it on the screen. Don't forget this brand. You're gonna wanna know it if you find it. Poshmark's tool estimated $168. I found similar items selling for $100 to $300. Mine are in really nice condition, so I'm gonna start them at least at $200 and see what happens. And they are a men's size 9D. So yeah, this was like within the first hour or two since we got there, and it got my adrenaline pumping because I knew this was gonna be at least a $100 sale. So that is everything we got in Houston. I'll now be working on getting these all listed to eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and Poshmark. A couple days before we left for our trip, they announced that Posh Fest will be in Houston this year in September. So let me know down below. Are you guys gonna go? Are you gonna check out the Goodwill outlets down there? I am due September 17th, so I definitely will not be there. Here's a bump update. There's the bump. I am officially in the 3rd trimester, 2nd day of the 3rd trimester. So about 12 weeks to go, and she should be here sometime in September. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned because as always, I'll have a new video out soon.